Greetings, all you knife enthusiasts from around the world. Welcome to Baxter's Blades. You are entering the Tiger Pit. Today, we are highlighting Case Cutlery's Caribbean Blue Sawcut bone. These are the only 4 I have. I recently acquired 3. Now you can see that one of these ducks looks a little different than the rest. That's right. The Sodbuster Jr. is much darker than the rest. This is a 2021, so it's an older version. These 3 here, the nice bright ones, are 2024, so very recent. This series is kind of what got me into case knives. Now, back when I was collecting Rough Riders and frost knives for $10 to $15 a knife, this was a grail knife. The Caribbean Blue Sawcut. These were like $57, $58. And that was a lot for me to spend. And I held off, and I finally picked one up. I think I got mine for $57. And it did come with a free slip. I actually unknowingly picked it up from a company that I didn't know had case knives, and it is Knives Ship Free. And they mostly deal with moderns and fixed blades, but they did have a case collection, and they had this for sale for like $1 less. And at the time, during 4th of July, they had a sale that they were including this buffalo skin slip for free. So I jumped on that. So very nice. What's really unique about this series is these main pins here, and then the main pins here, and at the pivot are proud. But they don't hook up, they don't catch you, they're all rounded. So that's something that's different about this series than others. I've only noticed it on this series. There may be other series, but brass pins, brass liners, true sharp stainless steel, oval shield. Let's get in on this. Much darker. It is a lighter here. You see on the back and the top there. Now, I think it was Bob's Pocket Knives was recently showing his newer one, and his newer one is this beautiful bright blue color. So I may have to pick up another one of these to see. But this is a 2021. You can see it has 9 dots there, and it's a stamped tang. Great Sodbuster Jr. Well, I wanted more in the series. I kept putting it off. Finally found a few sales and picked up this full-size trapper. Absolutely beautiful. Now, before I go any further, I want to point out that on the Sodbuster, the Sawcut is vertical on the front and the pile side. And in the pictures, you see that this is vertically cut. But on the pile side, this is horizontal. So it's very interesting. It varies knife to knife. I do know back in, I think, 2019, they had a Barlow in this material. You can see how this pin is proud. I guess this is kind of a dark, it gets pretty dark in there. Kind of like that. Beautiful trapper. Got an absolute deal on it. You can see some white in here. You'll have to excuse my congestion. I think I've gotten some sort of bug recently. I think I've had it for about a week, so I'm kind of stuffed up. Beautiful trapper. Obviously, spay blade and clip point blade. Absolutely love this. Another thing I want to note is that the series, the bone seems to stick out a little bit more. I wonder if they do that for the grooves and the Sawcut, but it's not as if I don't have one right here to compare it to. Actually, yes, I do. Let's just compare it to the yellow bone, like last night. You can see how the yellow bone is just kind of flush covers, and you can see how this swells out. More pronounced on the mini trapper. This was the most recent accusation. Can't even talk. Most recent blue Sawcut purchase. Looks like you almost got a little green in there. Vertical cut on the front and horizontal on the back also. But yes, you can see how thick that is. It's almost like their stag bone, their 6.5 stag bone, how it swells out. You can see how these pins are proud, but rounded and smooth. Great mini trapper. Has half stops. Nice narrow clip point blade. And a nice, I call it a scalpel or spade blade. It cants down there. Nice little snub nose here. Very cool knife. But before I picked up that, I found a good deal on this. I think it was $55. Absolute beautiful mini copperlock. I think when I get close, it gets darker. Let's get in there. Now this, it's not vertically cut. This is kind of cross cut, kind of, you can see that. And then on the pile side, it is horizontal. You can see how the die takes different in different situations. And yes, the bone also swells out here. You can actually kind of see how the shield is a little proud here. Hopefully it doesn't catch and fall out. Beautiful little mini. Midlock, long pull, swedging. Just a smaller version of their full-size copperlock. I'd love to see a full-size version of this. Absolutely perfect fit and finish on this. Gotta love it. So it's very interesting, these proud pins. I kind of like it. It gives it kind of an old school look and feel. To me, it gives this knife a nautical feel. The brass sticking out here just feels old school. I kind of like it there. I don't need them like super flush. I mean, they're, like I said, they're rounded off and smoothed out. They're not hooking on anything. But in case you were wondering, the new seems a lot more Caribbean, turquoise, bright blue. Obviously, 2024, 2021. Like I said, Bob's Pocket Knives picked up one and it was nice and bright. Obviously, he got a newer one. Very nice fit and finish on this. Great snap. This one actually came pretty gritty from the factory. I did have to do a good flushing on it. Obviously, it had been sitting on the shelf for a while, so I don't think they sell very many case knives there at Fast Knives. Or Knives Ship Free, excuse me. Beautiful series. I'd like to get more. I don't see them in a 75 pattern. If they ever come out with this in a Barlow again, I'll definitely pick that up. Like I said, I may pick up a newer Sodbuster just to compare it to mine. Beautiful blue color. Absolutely love this series. Love the Sawcut. I do hope they bring the Sawcut back in other colors. It's very unique, other than their Peach Seed jig or their Crendel jig or their Rogers jig. Very nice. Well, that's going to do it tonight, guys. Sorry apologize for my monotone nasal voice. But hopefully I get over this bug soon. I'm not taking time off work. I've been going into work, so it's been a real ball buster. Thank you for joining me. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.